So everyday containers enter Ghana through Tema, through Takrade, and across our land borders. Inside these containers are foodstuff, including rice, what have you, fuel, medicine, spare parts, vehicles, raw materials, etc., etc. In 2024 alone, we are told per statistics that over 1.7 million containers passed through Ghana's ports. That's the highest volume in our history. But these containers do not arrive in our ports quietly. They arrive with costs. When a container delays, prices rise. When charges are unclear, businesses struggle. When systems fail, the ordinary Ghanaian pays quietly through higher food prices and higher transport fares. My name is Transfer Jampo. I work here as the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Shippers Authority. Today, I want us to have a frank conversation about shipping in Ghana, the pressures shippers face daily, and why regulation, why data, and why fairness matter more now than ever. So, in answer to the question why shipping is such a sensitive issue in Ghana, generally shipping should be sensitive to every country that believes in it, because shipping is the heartbeat of international trade. And if you're a developing country like Ghana, interested in the fight against the quagmires of poverty and underdevelopment, you cannot discount international trade. And without there can be no meaningful discussion of international trade and whatever accrues from it if we do not also talk about shipping and take it seriously. And so, in our view, shipping is not just a movement of goods. It is also about power relations. Every importer, every exporter, and every transit trader knows about this reality. Demurrage charges that rise by the day, detention fees that are not always clear, sudden local charges added after cargo has arrived, invoices that are difficult to explain, let alone challenge. For the shipper, time is money, and a delay of days can wipe away an entire profit. A single container stuck at port can affect an entire supply chain. These are not rare complaints. They are daily conversation at our ports and at our borders. This is the environment within which we and the Ghana Shippers Authority operate. In terms of what exactly Ghana Shippers Authority is meant to do, we at the GSA were established in 1974, and today we operate under the Ghana Shippers Authority Act 2024 Act 1122. Per this act, our mandate is not ceremonial at all. We exist to protect the interest of shippers. We regulate shipping service providers to ensure fairness, transparency, and predictability in shipping and in logistics. And these are crucial roles that we tend to play, because Ghana is no longer a small trading economy. Imports and exports now run into hundreds of billions of cedis each year. Any inefficiency in shipping then quietly would become a national cost. That's why anytime you have some noise at the port, you'll see that it raises issues even of national security concern. When our regulation is weak, the market will become uncertain. When the market is uncertain, investors hesitate. And when investors hesitate, jobs and trade would suffer. In terms of how big Ghana is in playing a role in the regional trade sector, we can say that Ghana is more than an importer and an exporter. As a nation, we are indeed a gateway, because landlocked countries like Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali rely on our ports and the corridors that we have to access the global markets. And every year, large volumes of transit cargo move through Ghana. That traffic supports tracking, warehousing, port services, and border communities. But transit trade is unforgiving. If cargoes delay, if charges are unpredictable, if our systems prove to be unfair, and so traders feel they are being unfairly treated, then cargo will move elsewhere. Regional leadership in trade is not claimed, therefore, by mere speeches. It is earned through hard work that assures some reliability. So what do we do beyond merely regulating the shipping industry? We at the Ghana Shippers Authority believe that regulation is not enough. Beyond regulation, we do a lot. At the Shippers Authority, we intervene directly in matters that affect the interest of shippers. So we have constructed freight and logistics platforms at Elubo and in Takoradi. As we speak now, a new one is also being constructed in Aketishua at the central, in the central region of Ghana, to further or to ease transiting along the western corridors. In Tema, there are integrated warehouses that we've constructed to support transit cargo and to reduce dwell time. We also operate shipper complaints and shipper support units at our ports and on our land borders across the country. These centers tend to handle shipping-related issues, including disputes on demurrage, detention, service charges, etc. They also assist first-time and occasional shippers with no knowledge on operational procedures for shipping to navigate the shipping space smoothly. These interventions that we tend to put in place are practical. They save time, they are proactive, they reduce costs, and they stabilize trade. In terms of what changes we have had with our new law, Act 1122, I can say that indeed Act 1122 has changed the conversation entirely. Previously, we were just merely negotiating and pleading for the interest of shippers. But now, we regulate the entire shipping sector. Shipping service providers, per our Act, now must submit their tariffs to us for review, approval, or disapproval. Their charges must now, per our Act, we insist that such charges be published clearly, and changes in their tariffs must be done with justification. If we think that the justifications they are giving are not good enough, we reserve the right as an authority to shoot such justifications down. So this shifts the system from surprise to certainty. So we are not anti-shipping lines. We are not anti-service provider. We are for clarity. We are pro-predictability. And we favor a market where all players understand the rules and a market where all players go by the rules. We are of a firm belief and conviction that we will continue to regulate the sector, and that regulation does not weaken trade. Rather, regulation strengthens confidence in the system. In terms of how we can be engaged, we are very, very accessible. We have, as a way of also contributing our quota to the 24-hour economy. If you go to the ports right now, you see our staff there also working 24/7, and they are easily accessible to shippers who want to complain to them or who want their assistance in any way. We have also branches in Tema, in Takrady, in Kumasi, in Tamale. Again, we have desks at approved ports and borders. We also engage our stakeholders through periodic visitation on our digital platforms and also through the holding of forums that brings these stakeholders together to discuss issues that affect them with a view to helping them to find a solution to them. So if you are a shipper and you are going through any difficulty, you do not have to stand alone. If you are a service provider seeking clarity, our doors are open. We believe, again, that for us at the Ghana Shippers Authority, shipping is not just about containers. We believe that shipping is about trust. Trust that charges are fair. Trust that the systems work. Trust that Ghana is a reliable place to do business. At the Ghana Shippers Authority, our role is to protect this trust, which is also to protect the interest of all players in the shipping and logistics industry. This time of the Ghana Shippers Authority. Thank you for watching and for listening.